in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing Jones. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved. In the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones steps away. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Running right, here's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now a 7-0 game. now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill flush to his right. This complete to Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run it here. This is James White. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They'll get 9 out of that one, a result, the drive continues. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. From the gun, Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 82 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Pass midfield, look out. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's second down.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Quick slant here to Smith. 7 yards the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He completes it to Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jones, a final shot before break. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Reynolds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's another carry for Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Kyle Duggar. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
New England on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run again with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge is... And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On first down, it's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one caught out wide by Julio. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Play action, it's Tannehill. This is caught, it's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tannehill looking to throw. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call time.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Tannehill to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory. Yeah,
this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.